Welcome back, Visions fans. Ready Player Will here. I wanted to give you a new tool that you can all utilize. It's a hit rate calculator. Someone had one up for some time on a Calctronics kind of like side website, but that appears to have gone away and no longer functioning. So I at least wanted to make some kind of spreadsheet available for all of you to at least use personally to help you when you're talking about your evasion rate and your hit rates. Now the link to this is shared in the description. It is a live spreadsheet, so you can use it just by being on Google Sheets. The only downside is it's shared with the whole community, so if two people are in here at once, you guys are going to be overriding each other. So my recommendation is when you come in here, just go to File, and then download or make a copy to yourself on your own Google Sheets, but I think downloading to Microsoft Excel is probably your easiest. Now I wanted to explain just a little bit about how this works. So the area within the pink shaded region is really just a summary. You're not going to touch anything in there. You are only going to ever fill out or touch cells that are yellow. And you do have to do some data input here. You have to essentially put in your attacker and your target. You're going to put in their dexterity, their total luck, and their accuracy, and the agility, luck, and their evasion bonuses. Now, how can you get this data? This is pre-battle. And so if you were to go into your the vision screen and you were to click into the character themselves, you can obviously see their stats here. This is exactly where you'd get things like the dexterity, the luck, the agility. Now, slightly more difficult to get is this accuracy bonus or the evasion bonus. In order to do that, you really just have to either equip or unequip something on your character to see what that value is changed to. So for instance, Joker, if I equip the Alexandrite ring here, you're going to get the before and after screen. So on the before screen, he has 9 accuracy here. That's from statues. But you can see when I add the Alexandrite ring, it goes up to 49. So this 49 is what you would put into the accuracy bonus. The same can be said for evasion. There's an evasion stat here as well. Now, where I've built out some extra functionality here is the concept of unit affinity, where units that are nearby you within a diamond shape of 2 squares do give you bonuses to dexterity, luck, and agility, all things which have influences on this equation. So the way this essentially works is if you want to figure out what the actual hit rates are when you're surrounded by different teammates, you have to put in the character's base stats here in these lighter shaded blue boxes. Now, if you want to figure out how to get those base stats, on WOTV Calc, if you were to go into a character's page, a character's base stats is the combination of this total EX line that you see right here under the unit stats, and then this total and EX line under the job stats. Add those two together, that is a unit's base stats. So in the instance here, you can see 206 is the base luck of my target, my evade unit. I actually used Zazan here for this. If you were to add up what his base luck is, it's the 118 plus the 88 is 206. That's where I get that number from. And so the concept is you can run some hypothetical scenarios to say if your attacker, let's say this is Astrius, for example, if you're reading this as is, Astrius currently has a hit rate of 310%. Zazan has a evasion rate of 309%. One minus the other is basically a hit rate of 0 at this moment. But if you wanted to run a hypothetical and say, well, let's assume Zazan is not near anybody, so no unit affinity. Let's assume that Astrius is nearby 2 of his teammates. If you watch the dexterity and luck stats here, you're going to see that it increases them to scale off of his base stats and changes the hit rate here. Now, fun fact for those of you that underrate just how important unit affinity is, you can see that just buying near 2 units, he gains an extra 16% hit rate. Now, the final functionality that's built in here is whether or not you're blinded. And if you are blinded, it will take your accuracy rate and just decrease it in half. So you can theoretically toggle that as well. In terms of predicting total accuracy, I would say it's within, on average, 2% correct. There's some rounding differences, but regardless, it's better than any other tool you probably have otherwise. And at the end of the day, it's really just to give you a general idea of what your chances are of hitting certain units. So this is for you to use. Hopefully this is appreciated, and I'll talk to you all soon.